So last time we talked about EDC cameras and small cameras that can actually are EDC cameras like this Olympus SW1050, and this is a beautiful camera to carry around all the time. And if you remember, I made a video in the past, probably 2 videos a long time ago, like a couple of years ago, and I was telling you that me and my wife, we have a knack for going out at estate sales and not so many thrift stores, but estate sales, and find out all kinds of, let's say, art, from paintings to books to anything and everything that you can find and enjoy as an artist. And that's what happened last weekend. Actually, on Saturday, we went a couple of estate sales, and in one of them, I found, well, 3 cameras that I wouldn't expect to find for the money that I paid for. So today we're gonna find out how many cameras you can buy for $30. Hey, what is everyone, Chris here, welcome back to the channel, and today we're talking about thrifting, or not necessarily thrifting, but finding gems in all kinds of places, from estate sales to thrift stores to, let's say, trade shows, and anywhere you can go and find cheap cameras or lenses or whatever you're interested in terms of arts. And like I said last weekend, we've been to a estate sale around here, and we found 3 beautiful cameras that I paid only $30 for them. So let's start with the first one, and I'm not going to get in the details. I just want to show you that it is possible to pay, let's say, less money than the hype pushes you to pay on cameras that somehow might be amazing cameras. This is the Kodak Duaflex 3, and it's an pseudo TLR. You can look up here through the viewfinder, which is a waist finder, and these cameras were very popular in the 60s, 70s. If you remember Vivian Maier, she was shooting, I believe it was a Rolleiflex 135, no, something, a Rolleiflex, I don't remember exactly the model, but it was pretty similar to this one. And this is very portable. This is a very small TLR, which is not necessarily a TLR. It's in pretty decent condition for its age. These were made between 1954, 1960, I believe, and it takes a film that it's not made anymore, and that is a 620 film, which is this one right here. This is a film that is not made anymore, and it was brought up by Kodak to basically make cameras smaller like this one and get something other than the 120, the medium format film that everyone knows. These are a little bit smaller, and it's not the film itself, but the spool is a bit smaller. So it basically fits in these smaller cameras that they were trying to build. But if you buy one of these 620 cameras, you should know that you can't basically cheat and put a 120 film in. You just need to cut the sides of the spool, which on the 120 is usually plastic. You can just snip it off using a nail clipper or something, and then it's gonna fit in this. The problem is that the 120 being a little bit big on the sides, basically the spool ends are a little bit wider, it's not gonna fit in this little room right here. So you will probably be able to do it if you snip that, and I've seen a lot of people doing that all the time. But yes, this one, if you're asking, was in the camera. Yes, I ruined the film by not knowing there is a film inside, because as a photographer, I didn't think that somebody would leave the film inside. Though I actually encountered a few times when the film was in, and I shot a few photos, and I actually found photos shot by the previous owner on the film, but I didn't think of it, and I literally removed the film. I opened the back and removed the film, and I realized that the film was still rolling, probably a couple of more shots maybe. I'm thinking about sending it to be developed and see what's on it. But yeah, this is one of the cameras, and for this one I paid only $10. Now, like I said, it's in great conditions, but there are a few things that probably need to be CLA'd, like the light seals right here on the back, because this one has a notch that goes underneath. You won't need light seals on the sides, but right here on the back where the hinge is, it probably needs new light seals. These are fun cameras to shoot. I think this one is an f10, I would say 52 or 54 millimeter lens. It's fun. I cleaned it up a little bit, and there's still a lot of dust inside. I probably need to clean the mirror as well. But hey, this is a beautiful camera for $10. Now, the second one, and this one is an pretty much the same era. This is the Kodak Pony i35. It's an 35 millimeter SLR camera that you can remove the back, and here is where the 35 millimeter film goes. And it's a normal 35 millimeter. It's in pretty decent condition, I would say, and that's great. It's a little bit cumbersome to put it back because there is no hinge. That's how it was made, and you have to match the back on the notch and then pull this thing back, and that's it. The lens on this one, it's a 51 millimeter f4.5, and the lens is like the old 50 millimeter from Leica, the Samicrons or the Samiloxes, or maybe I'm mistaken. Whatever, there were some that they were extendable lens, and it locks in, so you have a very small package right here. It's a little bit, I think it's a bit bigger than the TLR. It's probably I don't know, probably 1 centimeter bigger, but still a very nice camera. You have a viewfinder, you have the advanced film right here that doesn't have a lever, it's just a turning. Also, you have to engage the lens and cock the lens before you're shooting, otherwise it won't work. Being that this camera is from 1956, 67, 57 probably, this is pretty fun. Also, you don't have an ISO or ASA dial. You only have, because these were made by Kodak for their film, you have all the Kodak films right here, from Ektachrome to Kodachrome to Super X, and all the old films, and you can select that, and then the camera will know what film you have inside. And this right here is actually a dial that you can turn, and it's the one that counts the photo that you have inside. That actually counter counts them. You're setting it up to whatever number of frames you have, and I think this one is pretty fine to shoot. I'm probably gonna put a film in and see what it got, what it gets out of it. Also, the camera has all the controls that you need on the lens. You have the shutter speed and the aperture. Let me see if you can see right here. These little knobs are moving, and yeah, it's fun to have something like this in your hand, knowing that I wasn't even born or even in a project when this camera has been released. Yeah, I'll try it with probably an HP5 or something, a black and white film. And the last one, the one that I was the most excited about, is a Kodak C663 or C663. This is an CCD sensor camera with 6 megapixels, and it's old. It's probably 2000, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, whatever. Nonetheless, it's a point and shoot camera, and it's actually pretty fun. I shot a few photos that I'm gonna show you, and this is an amazing camera. Actually, let me shoot a photo right now. You saw that, right? So you have a flash, you have a viewfinder right here. You can tell, viewfinder, and look at this. Probably the photo will look bad because, it's not that bad. It's not that bad. I don't know if you can see it, but this is an amazing little camera, and I'm saying little because it is very, very little. I don't know what to compare. It's actually smaller than my Olympus. It's very small and stubby, but it has a grip. It's very comfortable to shoot with. It actually shoots videos as well. It only takes, well, they had their Kodak batteries. It was like a battery set, but you can put AA batteries inside, and that's it. That's all you need. It turns on. You can shoot it on auto. You can shoot it on whatever you want. They have all kinds of scenes that you can shoot: landscape and nightscapes and cityscapes and portraits and whatever fun stuff you want to do with this camera. I actually like this camera for as small as it is, and I would literally take this camera with me all the time. But the image quality, it's not amazing. And like I said, I'm gonna put a few photos that I took with it so you guys can see. It's unbelievable that this camera has also image stabilization somehow. The lens is actually a zoom lens, and you can zoom in and zoom out this lens, as you can tell, and it's actually pretty fun. So yeah, that's it. That's what I got in just one estate sale. $30 for 3 cameras that hopefully they're gonna work. I think this one is $30 in itself if you find it anywhere. It's definitely a good loot, and I'm happy with it. And you know me, I'm happy to have these beautiful cameras and try them all and basically feed my gas with just cheaper cameras than buying big cameras. But the big ones are coming anyway. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys for being here, and I will definitely see you soon. That's not good. How about this one?